What's up, guys? I'm LQ. This is the LQ Review. Thank you for being here. This is going to be my review of Crisis on Infinite Earths Part 1. And boy, was it a doozy. I mean, they threw everything and the kitchen sink at us, didn't they? So it opened up with cameos. Lots of cameos of Earths getting erased. We had the 1989 Batman universe, Alexander Knox. And might I add that Alexander Knox, he says, "I hope you're seeing this, big guy," with the bat signal in the background. That was not the same bat signal as the 89 Batman. It was entirely different. So just something that I caught there. We had cameos from the Titans universe. We saw Hank and Jason. We saw Earth X. We saw lots of we saw the Earth 66. How appropriate named was that? Earth 66. Burt Ward and what did he say? Holy Crimson Sky of Death, Batman, or something like that. Holy Crimson Sky of Death. That was great. Him giving his holy, a holy line that was wonderful. And he still sounds like Robin, right? That his voice hasn't really changed much. But yeah, I've said lots of times, I don't really watch the CW shows. I find them to be really kind of corny, kind of campy. I just watch the crossovers. And that being said, it was, it was corny and campy, but it was in all the best ways, right? Like watching the regular shows, like even Batwoman. I watched 3 episodes of Batwoman, then I gave up on it. And I've got reviews up on the first 2 episodes. The first episode of Batwoman I really liked. The second one, not so much. And the third one, I didn't even put a review up on it. I was just like, not interested anymore. So I'm not a big fan of the CW shows, but I always like these crossovers despite the campiness, despite the silliness, because the campiness and the silliness really kind of grabs the spirit of those crossovers that we love so much. Now, how are they going to tell an entire Crisis storyline in 5 episodes? That's going to be the challenge. That's going to be a challenge because, the comics didn't just have 12 comics, which the Crisis on Infinite Earth storyline was 12 comics, but they also had countless tie-ins, including some tie-ins that had a big impact on the storyline, including some in DC Presents. There was some big time ramifications in some of those tie-ins. So, how are they going to tell this in a condensed 5 episode arc? I don't know. We'll have to wait and see how it plays out. This first episode, not a lot happened. It felt like a lot happened, but not a lot happened. The whole idea was that they were going to evacuate. They were going to evacuate the planet. Which planet was that? I'm losing track of my Earths. But it was Supergirl's planet, and they were going to evacuate that, and they were going to try to hold the Anti-Monitor's army off while they had time to evacuate. But a lot of this episode was really just the Monitor assembling the heroes, getting Flash, getting Batwoman, getting Green Arrow, getting Superman, Supergirl, assembling them, the Atom, assembling them to the team. So this episode had a lot of reunions and a lot of meetings, which I guess is going to be the norm for a TV crossover like this. You're going to have a lot of first time meetings and a lot of reunions, and you've got to take the time to tell that part of it. You did have Lois have to go with I think it's Brainiac, right? Cisco's Brainiac now, right? I don't know. They had Lois have to go with Cisco to go and get find John. And by the way, that was a nice send off when they sent John off on the rocket. She said, "Everything I have, everything I ever will be is yours." Very similar to the lines from the original Christopher Reeve movie. It felt very similar to obviously when Jor-El sends Kal-El away, and that was obviously by design. But for the whole first part of this episode, I wasn't bored. I was just like, this is the first episode. All right. This is the episode where they've got to put in the meetings, the reunions. This is a step that they've got to get through. So I wasn't fond of a lot of it. I didn't hate it by any stretch of the imagination. I just wasn't superly engaged into it because it was just set up. And then we had the fight at the end where the heroes had taken on Anti-Monitor's army, trying to buy time to evacuate the planet. And then we had the big death. And it was we saw it coming a mile away. I mean, I saw it coming a mile away. I had no idea that they were going to kill this character this early. This is the first episode of a 5-part arc, and I had no idea they were going to kill this character this early. I had a strong idea he was going to die, but I didn't know they were going to kill him this early. That being said, it's not going to surprise me at all if he comes back during this 5 arc and then die again. This was kind of a lame death for a character like this. I mean, this is one of the main characters of the CW universe, and he kind of went out not how you would expect him to. And there was very little emotion in his passing. It was done very quickly. And yeah, there was some people there to see him die. There are some loved ones there to be with him, but there's the late bell. But I just felt like it was handled very fast and without much emotion, with very little fanfare. So overall, I liked it enough. I'm interested. I really am looking forward to tonight's episode. So I'm very much interested. I definitely liked it enough. There was a lot of cringeworthy dialogue. Supergirl won up to Superman again. Gosh, Superman is such a pansy. I do not like Tyler Hoechlin's Superman. Not at all. I cannot wait to get Kingdom Come Superman in there to just own him. Not a fan of this version of Superman in the slightest. I do like the fact that they brought John in. I'm a big fan of John Kent. A big fan of that version of Superboy. I'm a big fan of Connor's Superboy too. And I like the fact that they both exist in the comics now. But yeah, I'm intrigued. I definitely didn't hate it. Like I said, there's a lot of cringeworthy moments, especially some of the dialogue and some of the acting by Oliver. It's been a lot of seasons, dude. You should have a better grasp on acting right now, and it just, some of his delivery just felt really, really corny, really campy, really bad. Just, I don't know, but I'm intrigued. I'm really looking forward to tonight. I think they're going to introduce Kingdom Come Superman tonight, and that's one of the things I'm really looking forward to in this show, is getting Brandon Routh back in the suit. So super hyped about tonight. Can't wait to see it. And this was a good start. I wasn't over the moon for it by any stretch of the imagination. I love the cameos, but I definitely wasn't over the moon for it. But it was a good start. Looking forward to see where they go from here. But the real question is, what did you guys think of Crisis on Infinite Earths Part 1? Let me know in the comments down below. I'd love to hear your take on it. And thank you for being here at the Oki Review, where we talk about all the geeky, nerdy stuff we love to talk about. And until next time, we'll see you later.